No Child Left Behind was brought in, I think, by past President Bush. And that carried with it that every single kid, not every single kid, but kids from third grade to the eighth grade and kids in high school take an exam to see their progress in school. After that, President Obama brought in his education policy that makes that the school, every single state rate their school system for parents to see. Good evening, Toastmasters. I am the project manager. I'm the manager of the team that have a high stake project in making these two projects public. One of them is telling the public the scores for an aggregate level for the kids who take the parking exam for DC. And next one, calculate the ratings for all the schools in DC. These are very high value project in the OSSE, the Office of the State Superintendent of Education, because it determines the value that parents place on these schools and also the funding that the schools get. So because of this, it's very demanding, working at night, doing project and all these tasks. At the end of the end of the project last year, we actually had a meeting with everybody who was involved. We had a meeting with the liaisons who talk with the school to make sure that the data was correct. We had a meeting with the CIO, the Chief Information Officer, to make sure that the tables is in the correct format, to make sure that the website is showing the correct information, to make sure that everything is shown correctly. And then we had a meeting with the assessment team that gives the assessment to make sure that the assessment that was given was correct, to make sure that the business rules that is given to us is correct. And we also had a meeting with the front office, the leaders who want to make sure that everything is school. The schools that are supposed to be good are showing a good score, and that overall scores for the assessment is going up. Then I actually have a meeting with my team. At that point, we were a team of two, the manager and one analyst. And we just admitted ourselves, say, we cannot get this wrong. There's no way that we can get any number wrong, or else they will point to us that we are wrong. After many sleepless nights, many of meetings, and meetings with everybody, we came to a lot of conclusions. We came to conclusion that the rounding, computers have this position rounding, and we found errors in the rounding from the computers. We're finding that the tables were not being updated at the correct time at the night, so that it could show the schools or the stakeholders their information. We found so much issues in all this project that we were falling behind. Then, towards the middle of the project, we had a snag. There was a document that we were told that were not being produced. But then, once the deputy superintendent left the building, we were told that, oh yes, we are producing that document. And then that produced a whole wrench in our engine, because nobody who were on the task at that time wrote the scripts for the document, and we didn't know how to run the script for a document. And it was written, it wasn't written in a complex language, but it was written on the cloud. It was written using the cloud. So we were confused. I couldn't get to run for ourselves. Mind you, that was a crazy fix that all we had to do was transfer the whole thing to a Linux computer, and it worked. But with all this meeting, we have some very solid ideas. One is that let's start early. So from that meeting, we said, let's start early. So this year, normally we start a project in June, July, This year we actually started projects in February. Yes, my team have grown from the 2 people to now 4 people, but because we have new people on the staff, let's start project early. Let's get the other team involved early. We had a training for the liaison to speak to these schools to make sure that data is coming correctly. We have meetings with CIO to make sure that they give them fake data to make sure that the website is showing what we wanted to show. And we have meetings with the parents to make sure that information that they need to make decisions for what school that their kid will be attending is given in the website, is given in any kind of reporting that we do. And then also we have one more big thing that we have to do. We have to talk with our data governance team. They're in charge of suppression. I don't know if you guys read the news with Baltimore, that they said 23 schools in Baltimore didn't have any kid who passed any MCAP exam. That right there is a violation of FOIA. That's violation for FOIA. So we try not to do that and violate our kids' privacy. Therefore, we have suppression built in our system, and we have to make sure that every data that we have, you cannot identify any one kid. So we are talking with this. We are talking about data governance and incorporate these things in a way that is make it streamline it and make it way easier for everybody in the future. So for the last 2 months that we had these meetings with people, and for the next 6 months that we'll be incorporating these solutions into the project, I'll be trying to be cordial to my employees and also friends. Thank you and good night.